So this evening it's the Reality FC trials match between the blue team and the red team. The blue team have got a few, well, 2 or 3 regular Reality FC players guesting for them, and it's the blue team with the ball as they roll it back to Scott Monto, to Ruben Parkinson, to John Finn. Plays it forward to Dan Leckie. Dan Leckie can't collect, but Manish Chan sees that ball out for the red team. Mitchell Aubrey under pressure from Rob Taylor. To Aaron Sandhu. Back to Mitchell Aubrey. Good pressure from Ian Bennett. Lashkar Chown collects. And there's Aaron Sandhu. Back to Scott Monto, who plays the ball over the top. Only as far as Manish Chan with the head, and the ball goes out of play. Terrible conditions today, as you can see. Pouring with rain. Lots of puddles. Difficult to control the ball. Scott Monto forward to Dan Huppin, and the ball now with Zach Pearson on the left wing with those yellow boots. Lashkar Chown puts enough pressure to win the throw, to roll the ball back to Adam Groves. Forward by Lashkar Chown, and the ball with Zach Pearson, who runs down that left wing, beats Lashkar Chown, and Mark Parsons plays the ball across. The ball falls to Mitchell Aubrey, who hits that into the bottom corner past Chris Ward, as the blue team take the lead. It's Courtney Cummins, Aaron Sandhu and Mitchell Aubrey all celebrating in style. The ball is started with a goal kick to Parsons, who plays it to the blue team by mistake. It's John Nuttall, good turn, plays it back. John Finn, Dan Leckie, Aaron Sandhu, but Manish Chan was there, and it's cleared away by Matthew Parsons. One back by Ruben Parkinson, and James Gunn there with the hat. John Finn plays it back to Anthony Cox in goal. Plays the ball forward. One back by James Gunn to Lashkar Chown, who holds off the challenge. James Gunn there, and Zach Pearson plays it back to Scott Monto. To John Nuttall, to Zach Pearson. Plays the long ball forward, headed on by Manish Chan. John Finn can't collect, Rich Gibbons can. He turns onto his right foot, hits a good shot off the back of John Finn. Well held up by Rob Taylor. To Lashkar Chown. Plays the ball inside, and John Finn, good feet, and Dan Leckie clears. Up to Adam Groves, who plays it all the way back to Chris Ward, who can play in a variety of positions. Chris Ward. Pass in there when the ball went out, but he is a good defender, good goalkeeper, and today he goes in goal, and there he is again. Rolls the ball forward to Jack Rooney. One back by Courtney Cummins, and Aaron Sandhu plays it on. Dan Huppin. There's Adam Groves for the red team. Plays it back to Chris Ward. Plays it out wide to Adam Groves, who plays it long to Rich Gibbons, good control. But Scott Monto plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper, who plays it forward to John Finn, who again goes long. Zach Pearson couldn't get on the end, and between them they get that back to the goalkeeper. There's Ian Bennett at left back, his favourite position. Plays it forward. Manish Chan plays it back to Ian Bennett. Jack Rooney, one back with John Nuttall. Over the top, there's Courtney Cummins, who can't get there, but Chris Ward can. Courtney Cummins acknowledges the ball from John Nuttall. Ian Bennett looks long with his left foot, and he's played a good ball out there to Rich Gibbons. Can he keep it in? He can. He has a look up. Not got a lot of support at the moment. Here comes Rob Taylor, but it is a throw-in after all. Taken quickly, Rob Taylor, who couldn't control. John Finn is there, and John Nuttall. The ball rolled to the right back, Dan Leckie. Plays it forward, and it's back with Chris Ward. Knocks it forward to Adam Groves. Plays a nice ball forward, but it's cleared by Ruben Parkinson. Ian Bennett battles there against Dan Huppin. It's back with Chris Ward. At least the game is end to end. Difficult conditions. Good play there from Matthew Parsons, but it's one back with Mitchell Aubrey now. Looks to go onto his right foot and hits a shot, and it's just wide of goal. Chris Ward with the kick all the way back to Anthony Cox. It's a small pitch. John Finn, but the players still insisting on trying to play long balls, as John Finn does there, but he picks out Zach Pearson. And it's Lashkar Chown, plays it back to Adam Groves. Plays it up the line. Zach Pearson sees it out. Throwing with Lashkar Chown. Zach Pearson there does his best to get it away, which he does. There's John Finn to Dan Leckie. They're beginning to link up, these two. Decides to play the ball forward, but Manish Chan is there, towering figure at the back, and he bursts through with good strength. Mitchell Albury makes the challenge. Ball now with James Gunn, who plays the ball over the top to Rich Gibbons, who turns. He hits a good effort, and it's snuck into the bottom corner past Anthony Cox, and that's an equalising goal for the red team. Scott Monteau to John Nuttall, plays it back. Ruben Parkinson to John Finn, back to Parkinson, forward to John Nuttall. And he goes back to Scott Monteau. Takes on a couple of players, beats Rob Taylor. Plays it out wide, and it's Jack Rooney couldn't control. Courtney Cummins, good pressure. There's James Gunn. Good feet from him. Plays the ball out wide to Jack Rooney. It's a good turn from him against Courtney Cummins. The ball delivered in. Anthony Cox can't get there. Rich Gibbons with a header. And John Finn clears that off the line. Good turn from Aaron Sandu as he hits that off the post. Sorry, Lashkar Chown that was with that shot. It's a good effort, and that's a goal. It's 2-1 to the red team. Mitchell Albury, well won back by Lashkar Chown, but it's Scott Monteau at left back. Plays a pass, just beats Rob Taylor, but now with James Gunn hits an effort, and that's wide of goal. Scott Monteau again with the ball to John Finn. Back to Monteau. He plays it up and high into the air. Zach Pearson keeps the ball. Plays it back to Monteau. For John Nuttall, who's pushed by Ian Bennett, is he? No, the ball with Monteau. Adam Groves couldn't get the ball past him. It's a throw with Zach Pearson. Plays it long. There's John Nuttall. Can he get on the end? Not with Ian Bennett there, who does well going to ground. Zach Pearson with the throw. Well collected by Chris Ward. Mitchell Albury was close to the keeper. Couldn't get there. Adam Groves plays it inside to Ian Bennett. Leaves it for Chris Ward to clear. Adam Groves, good feet from him. But Dan Huppins on the end of this. He plays it inside, but Ian Bennett collects and beats Mitchell Albury there. Plays it out wide to Lashkar Chown under pressure from Monteau. Back with Ian Bennett. The ball deemed to have gone out, and it's a throw-in from Monteau to John Nuttall. Plays it back to Scott Monteau. John Nuttall plays it back to John Finn. Hits a nice long homing ball up into the air, and that's a good header from Adam Groves. Very tall defender. Showed his strength there in the air. Ball back by Mitchell Albury to Zach Pearson. Throws it inside to Aaron Sandu, but it's now with James Gunn for the red team. Plays a ball through the middle. Parkinson can't get there, but Dan Leckie can. Under pressure from Rich Gibbons. Monteau back to Cox. Plays the ball wide out there to Zach Pearson. Plays the ball wide there. Courtney Cummins couldn't get on the end, but Mitchell Albury can. He hits a shot, and that's deflected wide off Adam Groves. And the ball back by Matthew Parsons to Chris Ward. Oh, and Dan Huppin intercepted the ball, but it's back with Chris Ward with the long kick. Headed on by Rich Gibbons, all the way back to the keeper. Gives me a chance to catch my breath in the difficulty of commentating on such a hectic game of football. There's Ruben Parkinson, one back with John Nuttall. Zach Pearson collects the ball. Plays it on the outside of his boot, only as far as Mark Parsons, who does well with a challenge. Good strong challenge there from Parsons. Zach Pearson gives him a little tickle around the ribs. Now with the throw, good header from Adam Groves. Rob Taylor plays it back to Rooney, who plays it back, and I don't know who played that ball, but there's Dan Leckie back to Cox. To Dan Leckie. Scott Monteau. Pressure from Parsons. Matthew Parsons, that is. And there's Mark Parsons, is cleared by Ian Bennett. Rob Taylor, good control from him to Rich Gibbons, who always looks a threat when he gets in the ball in the final third. Lashkar Chown inside to James Gunn, but the ball held up in the puddle. Now with John Nuttall to Courtney Cummins. You can see the effect the rain is having on the game here. Down Huppin into Mitchell Albury, who couldn't beat Adam Groves at the back. Zach Pearson keeps it in to Dan Huppin, who turns, plays a nice ball over the top. Adam Groves with the header and cleared by Lashkar Chown. There's Rich Gibbons. Plays a nice long ball up to the left wing, but Dan Leckie sees that out. That's him with the throw. Courtney Cummins plays it forward to Mitchell Albury, but it was won back by Manish Chan, and now the ball is with Rich Gibbons, but no, it's Monto, who turns and shoots, and it wouldn't be a Reality FC match without a Scott Monto toe punt. Ball put out wide by Rooney to Parsons, to Adam Groves, who sees something forward. He hits it long. It's headed by Zach Pearson, who's now at the back there. Ruben Parkinson missed that, but he makes amends, plays it all the way back to the keeper. And it's back with Parkinson to Scott Monto. Forward to Dan Huppin, who plays it back. But Rob Taylor's got that, and John Nuttall makes the challenge at the end. Oh, and Ruben Parkinson, has he fouled the player? No, referee says he got the ball, and the ball rolls out of play, but it hasn't gone out. Rich Gibbons has noticed that it hasn't gone out. Can he pick a ball out? He can. It's a good ball. Anthony Cox can't deal with it. John Finn is there and shows good composure and plays the ball up the field. Ian Bennett with the header. As Manish Chown towers through here, bursts through the ball with Rooney. Takes his time, plays it forward. Header by Dan Leckie. Knocked on by Matthew Parsons as Rob Taylor whips it up into the air. Manish Chown knocks it forward. John Nuttall's putting pressure on Parsons, who couldn't get a shot. And there's John Finn. He turns and plays that to Dan Leckie. Inside to Dan Huppin. Experienced Reality FC player now with a whole season under his belt. And that's one back by Mark Parsons, who sees the ball out of play. Good strength from him. Ball thrown on by Zach Pearson. And it's Lashkar Chown with the ball back, with Chris Wall makes a good save there. Parsons and now Adam Groves on the ball, plays it up the line. Rich Gibbons inside to Rob Taylor. Back to Rich Gibbons, good ball that from Taylor. But John Finn is there, uses his strength well and plays that out back to Ruben Parkinson. To Zach Pearson, to John Nuttall, who brings the ball forward. Under pressure from Lashkar Chown. There's Zach Pearson, beats Parsons. Can he deliver a ball in? On the outside of his right foot, and that goes wide of goal. He couldn't quite get the ball in. Good run nonetheless as Manish Chan goes in goal. Lets Chris Ward come out. And that's half time as the players change ends. A few changing positions. Just a quick bit of reorganisation before the second half kicks off. Manish Chan there going in goal for Chris Ward. Worthy of a mention, the fact that he's willing to take one for the team, so to speak. And there he is in goal, but the ball goes out. That's a bad ball from Rob Taylor. That's a corner. Scott Monto to Zach Pearson. Scott Monto back to Zach Pearson. To Scott Monto. Linking up well, these two. There's Zach Pearson. Plays the ball, switches play to Courtney Cummins, and the ball rolls out of play. There's Rich Gibbons with the throw. Knocked back by Lashkar Chown. Good feet from Rich Gibbons. Good skill in difficult conditions. Plays it back to Adam Groves, who takes his time. Nice ball to Chris Ward. Under pressure from Monto. Courtney Cummins collects. Ball now with Rich Gibbons. Good feet again from him. Good bit of skill. Did a 1-2 with Lashkar Chown. There's Aaron Sandu with the blue. Forward. Good header from Adam Groves. Dan Leckie on the ball to Dan Huppin. Back with Dan Leckie. Plays a nice ball out there for John Finn, who finds himself hurtling down the wing. Can he put a good ball in? Not a bad ball, and it just goes out of play. And the ball with Adam Groves forward to Rob Taylor. Good feet from him. Lashkar Chown plays it back, but Courtney Cummins is there. And the ball now with Chris Ward, who plays it to Adam Groves, who sees the ball out. There's Mark Parsons, keeps it in. The referee says it's gone out, and that's Courtney Cummins with the throw. Waits for support. As Courtney Cummins finds himself. Oh, he was through. He put a good ball in. Ian Bennett's done well there. Oh, good challenge from Mitchell Albury. And the challenge back in from Bennett. The ball's in. Adam Groves collects, plays it on. The ball goes out of play, does it? No, it's in play. They're with John Finn. Plays it forward to Dan Leckie. Can he put a ball in? He can. It's a nice ball. Good hands from Manesh Chan in goal. Rich Gibbons with the throw. Good pressure there from Lashkar Chan. Does well to keep possession and plays the ball to the blue player though. Zach Pearson through ball to Courtney Cummins, who can't get away from the pressure of Mark Parsons, and the ball cleared away. Is Ian Bennett with the throw? It's a long throw. Finds James Gunn through here. What can he do? And he hits the ball across, but there's nobody there. Ball with Anthony Cox. Plays it to John Finn, to John Nuttall. Out wide to Dan Leckie. Good turn. Beats Matthew Parsons. Couldn't beat Ian Bennett, but John Nuttall finds the ball to Dan Huppin. Good feet from Dan Huppin. Plays the ball forward, but couldn't pick out the pass. One back by Courtney Cummins. And the ball goes out for a red throw. Rich Gibbons with that. Headed on by Mitchell Aubrey as John Finn. Keeps the ball well, plays it forward. Only as far as Matthew Parsons, who picks out James Gunn. Plays a nice ball across and it's cleared by Aaron Sandu. Rob Taylor with the corner. Leaves it for Matthew Parsons though. Well, a little look up. It's a nice ball up in the air. That's a good header by John Finn. Matthew Parsons keeps it in. And Scott Monto comes back and wins that. But good strength there from Lashkar Chown as he sees the ball away from danger. Dan Leckie. Plays it inside to John Nuttall. To Dan Leckie. Forward to Dan Huppin. Inside to John Nuttall. Takes his time. Plays it back. Dan Leckie leaves it for Monto. Mitchell Aubrey makes a run forward. But Adam Groves collects and sees the ball out. Ian Bennett to Adam Groves. Bennett plays it across to Chris Ward, who couldn't really clear that. Falls to Dan Huppin. Back to Dan Leckie. Good feet from him to Dan Huppin, who hits a shot straight into the crowd. And the ball knocked forward by Lashkar Chown and it goes out for a blue throw. Here's Aaron Sandu, the number 2. Plays it up into the air. Difficult ball, but Parsons plays it through. And the ball is with Lashkar Chown, who digs out a shot in difficult position. Good defending from Ruben Parkinson at the back. John Finn plays it up the line. Dan Leckie. Inside to Scott Monto. Up to Dan Leckie, who knocks it down the line, does well, but Adam Groves is there. Good pass to Ian Bennett. Inside to Rob Taylor. Good 1-2. Good football. Ian Bennett forward. Lashkar Chown couldn't quite hold it, and Dan Huppin shoots. And it rolls to Scott Monto, who keeps the ball well. Inside to Dan Huppin, but Rich Gibbons intercepts. Back to Chris Ward. A difficult ball from Chris Ward, but Mark Parsons uses his strength well and clears that up the line. James Gunn. Good challenge from Mitchell Aubrey as James Gunn helps him up. Dan Leckie plays it forward. Oh, that's a vicious shot from Zach Pearson, but it falls into the hands of Manesh Chan, who hits the ball up the pitch. As far as Aaron Sandu. Mark Parsons plays it forward. James Gunn to Rooney. Good feet from him. Waits for support. Pressure from Aaron Sandu and the ball goes out of play. Ball with Mark Parsons. Plays it inside to Chris Ward. Out wide to Ian Bennett. Forward to Chris Ward. And there's John Finn at the back. Plays it nicely all the way back to Anthony Cox. Goes back out to John Finn. Looks to play it up the line. Only as far as Adam Groves. Tall, towering figure. Plays it across to James Gunn. Not quick enough to get past Mitchell Aubrey, and the ball rolls out of play. To throw in with Mark Parsons. Lashkar Chown with the header. Well won back by Adam Groves, but falls to Matthew Parsons. The ball falls into the hands of Anthony Cox. The referee says that's full time.